and flick. Oh.
You can't stop the deals, damn you. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another eShop Deals video, where each and every week we go through the Nintendo Switch eShop and we pick out some of the best games currently on sale. Now today's video is going to be another special video because we're still covering that amazingly huge sale that is probably going to be one of the biggest ones of 2023. Now if the last video were the games that were at brand new lowest ever prices, in today's video some of these games have already been this low. However, I would consider today's video the all-star cast of really some of the best titles currently part of the sale. Now as we jump into those, just a quick reminder for those who might be new here to the channel, about halfway through the video, I'll be giving away a $10 eShop gift card. If you want to participate in that giveaway, all you need to do is be subscribed to the channel and drop a comment down below. You then check out the next eShop Deals video to see if you won. Also, if you reached the end of the video and you missed part 1 of the coverage on this sale, I'll be also linking that down below so you can always check that out later on. Now with all that stuff out of the way, let's jump straight into the deals. Just remember, if you are liking the video, hit that like button. Now our first amazing all-star deal for today is going to be on Hades, that is back to 50% off, only $12.49, and will be running till June 26th. Now this game is an isometric viewpoint roguelike dungeon crawler. And to start off, honestly, in my opinion, it's still the best one we have on the Nintendo Switch. And if you want to check out some gameplay for yourself, this is one I actually played on stream, and I'll be linking that down below. But this game has basically everything you could ask for from a roguelike dungeon crawler, all crammed into one excellent package. It has a beautiful, colorful, and vibrant art style, backed up with one of the best soundtracks on the Nintendo Switch. It also has smooth and responsive gameplay that easily caters to a bunch of different gameplay styles thanks to its selectable weapons. Not only that, but it's also one of the most approachable roguelite dungeon crawlers for someone who's never played one before, yet at the same time offers incredible depth for experienced players that are really looking for a challenge. All of this, once again, backed up and wrapped together in one of probably the best storylines offered in this genre of gaming, and some awesome characters to discover as you dive deeper within the dungeons. Overall, this is a game that was easily worth its full price of $25. Right now at $12.49, it's a great pickup. Now next on our list of great games for today, we have Sonic Colors, the Digital Deluxe Edition, that is now 60% off, $17.99, once again running till June 26th. Now this is a Sonic game done in the previous style where it would shift at certain moments between 3D gameplay and 2D gameplay. And I do want to mention it is also a game that unfortunately had a sort of rocky launch, because at first when it released there were a ton of graphical glitches with the game, although I would say they weren't game breaking because they would happen very rarely. The good news now, however, is that most of those glitches have all been patched up, and I would say that the game is in an extremely playable state. And Sonic Colors really offers some really fast-paced and great Sonic action, and some pretty interesting level designs. And although it's currently maybe not the best Sonic game we have on the Nintendo Switch, especially now at 60% off for only $17.99, if you are a fan of the franchise, I would say it feels like a great time to be picking this one up. And just on a side note, if you're not into the extra music pack and the cosmetic pack, you can also pick up the regular edition that's $2 cheaper for $15.99. Now next for today, we have New Super Lucky's Tales that is also back to its lowest ever price of 70% off, $8.99, once again running till June 26th. Now this game is a 3D action platformer. And once again, in my opinion, this is a seriously underrated game on the Nintendo Switch, because gameplay-wise and also visually, this game is almost first-party quality. And it once again features some really charming gameplay and some beautifully designed levels. I do also want to mention that I would consider this game seriously on the easier side. Therefore, if you're looking for a game for younger players, or maybe just someone who isn't very experienced in the 3D platformer genre, this can be an excellent starting point. It's a great game to learn the basics behind this style of gameplay, and it won't be costing you the price of a first-party Mario title. At the same time, I would say that the game is interesting and good enough that even if you are experienced in the genre, it is a nice casual playthrough. And probably the best news of all for this game is that if you want to give it a try before dropping your cash, well guess what, there's even a free downloadable demo on the Nintendo Switch eShop. Now next on our list of great games for today, we have Triangle Strategy, that's also back to its lowest ever price of 30% off, $41.99, running till June 26th. Now this game is a turn-based strategy JRPG, and it is done in the beautiful HD 2D style that was basically pioneered by Square Enix. And once again, this is a game that I played on stream and I'll be linking it down below if you do want to take a look. However, I do want to mention that this is a game that is extremely story heavy. And I'm not saying that as a negative point, rather just something to be aware of because the cutscenes can be extremely lengthy. However, at the same time, they are fully voiced over and you can put them in automatic mode so you can just sit back and listen to all the storyline unfold before you. And it is an extremely interesting, politically inclined storyline that actually will suck you in quite rapidly. But that's not all, because the gameplay is also excellent, giving a really awesome and easy to understand turn-based system, once again backed up with a lot of strategy and depth for those who are looking for it. And although the gameplay is a bit restrictive at the beginning, about halfway through the storyline, it really does open up quite a bit. And once again, like most games on today's list, it has an amazing soundtrack to accompany all the fun gameplay. And all this combined basically made this game one of my top 10 Switch games of last year. So although the title was a bit pricey at its full price of $60, it was still a recommended purchase in my book. So right now at 30% off for $41.99, in my opinion, you really are getting a great deal. And lastly, just as in the previous game, if you want to try it out for yourself, well guess what? This one also has a free downloadable demo. So now it's time to take a quick break and announce today's winner of the $10 eShop gift card. And our winner for today is going to be Think Hector, who said, "I picked up the Messenger and Mega Man ZX collection. I also have to say, this is the best sale I've ever seen on the eShop." And you know what, Hector? I totally agree with you. This is definitely one of the best sales I've ever covered. So now all you need to do to claim your $10 eShop gift card is reach out to me in my pinned comment down below. Now if we jump straight back into our deals, our next great one is Cult of the Lamb, that is back to 35% off, $16.24, running till June 26th. Now this game basically combines roguelite dungeon crawling, a farm sim, and a time management city builder. In this game, you're playing as an adorable yet twisted lamb that basically has to set up their own cult. Through this cult's adoration and sacrifices, you'll be gaining the powers you need to do your dungeon crawling, with the ultimate goal of killing the old gods in service of your evil master. Now, although this sounds like a twisted and dark storyline, it actually becomes quite comical because of the amazing art style used for the game. I think what I love most about this game is that you can really focus on what you enjoy the most. If you want to spend most of your time farming and growing your cult, well, you can do that. However, if you want to push the dungeon crawling and just do the basics to keep your cult running, well, you can do that as well. And I've got to say that this game does an excellent job of blending the two in a really seamless formula. Now this is also another game that had a slightly rocky release with quite a few bugs in the gameplay. However, once again, these have pretty much all been patched out and it's now an excellent gaming experience on your Nintendo Switch. And trust me, the advantage of having this one accessible in portable mode is something that you will truly appreciate. Because most of the times, a run is fairly short and straightforward, and it's great for grabbing your Switch whenever you have a 20 or 30 minutes available. Now I know I'm sounding like a broken record today, but an excellent art style, great soundtrack, and awesome gameplay, once again, just is a winning combination. And once again, not only was this game part of my top 10 last year, it was my top game. So getting any discount on this one is once again an awesome deal. Now our next game for today is going to be my official pick of the week, and that is Death's Door, that is back to 50% off, $9.99, running till June 26th. Now this game is an isometric viewpoint action adventure game with an almost Souls-like combat system. And I do want to mention that although this is my official pick of the week, almost every game in the featured section today is pick of the week quality. But basically, if you're looking for an old school Zelda-like adventure, however, with a much higher difficulty level, well then Death's Door can be a great game to pick up for this week. And what I think I liked most about this game is how it really did an original twist on that old school Zelda-like formula, with a beautiful and diverse world to explore, and once again another amazing soundtrack for today, and this one is actually so good that I listen to it when I'm not even gaming. But as I pointed to earlier, what really sets this one apart is an almost Souls-like combat system, really depending on split-second reactions and dodge countering. But overall, if you're a fan of action-adventure games, you're also a fan of a challenge, Death's Door is an amazing game to be picking up for under $10. And next on our list of great games for today, we have Dark Souls Remastered, that is also back to its lowest ever price of 50% off $19.99, running as all the other games today till June 26th. Now this game, at its heart, is an action-adventure game. However, a lot of people consider that it borders on the RPG style, but ultimately it offered such a unique experience that it has its own subgenre, the Souls-like genre. And this game series is pretty much where that term comes from, which is basically defined by its challenging reflex-based combat systems, which really rewards trial and error and basically learning the exact pattern of each and every enemy. And if you've ever wanted the very definition of a get good game, well, you have it right here with Dark Souls Remastered. So I've said it a couple of times, but I really do want to put that warning out there. Before picking up this game, make sure you're ready for a challenging gameplay style. However, if you are, you'll find one of the most rewarding gameplay experiences that we currently have available to us on the Nintendo Switch. And honestly, one that can most likely be replayed on countless occasions. And just as in many other games on today's list, having access to this one finally in a portable format was a definite deal breaker for me. And I even actually paid full price to get a physical copy of the game. So right now, getting it for 50% off, once again, is a complete steal for today. So now it's time for today's Sizzle Reel of Deals with a ton of other great games to consider for this sale. we're now at the end of another eShop deals video, and I want to hear from all of you in the comments down below. Let me know what games you're picking up for this week. Now before we go, I do want to give a huge shout out to my channel supporters. Their monthly support is so appreciated here at the channel, and you can always check out all their names on the end screen of the video. And on the way out, don't forget, if you did like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already, and click on that notification bell so you know when all my future content comes out. And as usual, I hope I'll see you in my next video.